my life, I thought my parents would stay together forever, regardless of all the fights and obstacles we faced. Only recently did I find out my parents were going to get a divorce. I was quick to blame myself because I put my parents through so much. Before Mercy College, I went to a school called George Mason University. This school had 35,000 kids and one heck of a party scene. Partying influenced me to lose sight of my priorities, and most importantly, the opportunity to receive free education through scholarship. It seemed like all I wanted to do was make friends with the wrong crowd. Leaving was the only way for me to get back on my feet. It was very hard for both my parents to see me go down such a terrible path my first year of college. My mother stayed very compassionate, nurturing, and sensitive, which really helped me get through some rough days. My father is super driven and goal-oriented, so he helped me figure out a plan to get back into school. Sometimes the roles would conflict because my father thought my mom was being too sympathetic rather than making moves to get me back in school. As the months passed by, I was back in school at Mercy, and I noticed a change, particularly in my mother. She wasn't happy with her life. She couldn't be happier seeing me succeeding in school and soccer again, but her life in PA just wasn't cutting it. She dreaded her workplace, and she was very homesick. Her father and her sister are very ill, and they're all the way in Japan. It was devastating she couldn't even go see them. I could sense anguish in my mom, even when she tried to hide it. After hearing the divorce news, I couldn't blame anybody but myself. But after she explained why, it took maturity to understand where my parents were coming from without getting angry at them. At first, I thought the pain I caused them in the past contributed to the divorce. But as I studied more about it, I learned that millions of kids are affected each year by divorce. It affects their family life, physical, and emotional health. It was reassuring to know that I'm not the only one suffering. It made me so pleased to know that my parents have no hard feelings towards each other and that they want to remain great friends for a lifetime. Now that I'm happy, I just want to see my parents be happy. My mom, dad, and brother all assured me that they would always be my family, no matter what happens, and that they're so proud of how far I've come. My parents have done an awesome job raising my brother and I. My parents have great qualities that I hope to develop one day. Although things are going to be a lot different now, I'm so proud to have parents that raised me to be strong through adversity and make it through the obstacles I face. Tear into the history, show me